Hey, it's Cassie from Curry Honda in Chicopee. You're listening to the Bax and Nagle podcast on Rock 102. Come see us at Curry Honda for the best selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Experience the best at Curry Honda. Thanks for listening.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 5:52 and Loverboy with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It is going to be sunny today with a high of 30, which is like spring-like weather out there because, over the weekend it was like negative 20-something. I don't remember what it was. 30 for a high today. Tomorrow, 31 for a high. It's 4 right now in downtown Springfield.
Hollywood Trash is brought to you by Western Mass Masons. Call them for all your foundation and chimney needs.
Somehow you still care about what's happening in Hollywood. So from Tinseltown, 3,000 miles away, it's Steve Nagle's Hollywood Trash.
This one hurt. Catherine O'Hara, famous for her work in Home Alone, Schitt's Creek, Best in Show, had passed away over the weekend. O'Hara's agency, CAA, later confirmed the news by saying she died at her home in Los Angeles, Bentwood area, following a brief illness. The cause of death is unclear. She famously played Macaulay Culkin's mother in the first 2 Home Alone movies, as she appeared as Maura Rose in 80 episodes of Schitt's Creek. Other notable movie credits include a couple of mockumentaries, Best in Show, which I thought that was one of her funniest roles.
Oh yeah,
with Eugene Levy and him having the 2 left feet and
the whole thing. The whole movie was great from top to bottom.
And the best thing about these folks is it's all improv. Like, they were given like a couple of lines to go with. I was watching how they made that movie. And most of those movies are made that way. They give them like a couple of premises, and then they came up with all of that. All of that, of her history of being a floozy, and it was freaking hilarious.
When I was younger, I was quite a Casanova myself.
Yeah, right. When you realize
known by some people as quite a Casanova,
and then you realize he's just the cuck the entire time, which was freaking hilarious. She had and Mighty Wind. That was another good one. She was in Beetlejuice. And the Beetlejuice, and then the OG Beetlejuice. She was in. Her most recent work came opposite Seth Rogen in the Apple TV Plus series The Studio. She earned an Emmy nomination for that work.
But you know what? If you go back and listen to, watch all those old SCTV
where
skits,
can you find them?
There are some on YouTube.
Yeah.
I wish that show were streamed easily, or I'd love to know where it's being streamed, because there's so much brilliance in that show. It's unbelievable.
Was that a Canadian television show?
Totally Canadian.
So it's probably has something to do with copywriting and all that stuff, and why it's not available to us.
I'm sure it does. But her, John Candy, Rick Moranis, Martin Short, Eugene Levy, Joe Flaherty. I mean, Dave Thomas. Just probably the greatest sketch show ever.
Yeah.
Damon Wilson died too.
Who's that?
From
you mean Lamont Sanford?
Lamont Sanford, died. Damon Wilson.
He suffered the big one. I was just about to go into that.
Oh, I didn't know if you knew that.
Grady Damon Wilson, best known for playing Lamont Sanford, the son of Fred Sanford on the NBC sitcom Sanford and Son, has died. Wilson's son, Demon Wilson Jr., tells TMZ he was pronounced dead Friday morning at his home in Palm Springs, California. He passed away from complications related to cancer. Damon Jr. didn't reveal the type of cancer. He said, "I loved him. He was a great man." Grady, who went by Damon Wilson professionally, starred on Sanford and Son between 1972 and then 1977, and then went on to play Ray Ellis on one season of Baby, I'm Back. He also landed a starring role in the new Odd Couple as well, which lasted for one season. In the 1980s, he took his acting prowess to the big screen, notably starring in the film Me and the Kid in 1993. His last appearance was in the drama Eleanor's Bench in 2023 after a nearly 20-year acting hiatus. According to his IMDb page, he was 79 years old. And all the 80s, 70s, and 80s icons are going away, man. This is like 2016 when all the 60s and 70s stars were dying.
Yeah, I know.
Like
sad.
It is sad. But we must move forward. That's what we need to do. Bugs Bunny made history.
He died too?
No, but Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny made history by winning Album of the Year at the 2026 Grammy Awards for his Spanish-language album Debí tirar más fotos, which means, Debbie, don't take my photo. He dedicated... there's like Latino people out there going...
I don't think that's what that means.
Yelling at the radio.
Oh, yeah.
He dedicated the award to Puerto Rico and immigrants, emphasizing the importance of following dreams and celebrating bravery. Other notable winners included Billie Eilish for Song of the Year and Harry Styles for presenting the award. He was notable because he presented the award to Billie Eilish. Oh, look, it's Harry Styles.
Oh, he's presenting the award to that lady.
The event featured powerful messages, and Kendrick Lamar broke Jay-Z's record for the most career Grammys, and Lady Gaga, Lola Young, and Jelly Roll were among the winners in various categories. Well, see, you didn't even have to watch it.
You really didn't, and I didn't.
I didn't have to subject myself to that.
I watched for like 5 minutes. There was like a musical tribute to Roberta Flack. And that was actually quite good.
Yeah.
But after that, I just rolled over and went back to sleep.
I don't even have the channel. I don't have TV anymore.
You're not missing much.
Harry Styles made a stylish appearance at the Grammys in his Dwar outfit, presenting an award to Bad Bunny. The outfit featured a nipped waist, double-breasted bar jacket. Why do we
I don't care. I don't care.
Paired with blue jeans and mint green ballet flats.
Wow, how bold.
Styles' stripped-down aesthetic reflected in his new dance-focused album, Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. Despite not walking the red carpet or performing, Styles' effortlessly cool look stole the show and hinted at more fashion-forward appearances in the future. Well, thank God.
I have never been more interested in what you're talking about right now than I have ever been.
Grammys also featured a powerful tribute to the late Ozzy Osbourne, with Post Malone and rock legend Slash, Chad Smith, and Duff McKagan performing Black Sabbath's War Pigs with intensity and reverence. The performance captured the somber and weighty essence of the iconic song, honoring Ozzy's legacy with emotion and respect. The Osbournes' family's tearful reaction in the audience added a poignant human touch to the tribute, highlighting the personal impact of Ozzy's music and influence. The performance bridged generations and celebrated Ozzy's enduring voice of rebellion and moral confrontation, solidifying his legacy in rock history as a force to be remembered.
Wow, that's fantastic.
And
what a touching tribute.
According to unnamed sources, Kim Kardashian has been privately predicting that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's very public relationship is going to implode and blow up in Taylor's face.
Really? She must have had something to say.
Oh my God, the last time I had something blow up in my face was when I gave Ray J knob shines while I thumb wrestled a stink freckle in that sex tape you can purchase on Uport for $39.95. Do you ever thumb wrestle the stink freckle?
No.
Do you want to?
No. Caitlin?
Well, I never got that down and dirty with your mother, Chris Kim, but I once gave her tongue boners to the clam wallet. A little oyster slurping on the grumple slit skin.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is after an evening of barking at the ape, my face looked like I had been given mouth-to-mouth to a greasy Gene Shalit. Which tape you can purchase on YouPorn for $39.95. And that is your Hollywood trash on Rock 102.
For your business to grow.
Rock 102. And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Winter Storm headquarters before and after the storm.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, tomorrow night is the 2026 NFL Pro Bowl in San Francisco, California. As you might know, both Drake May and Christian Gonzalez of the Patriots were selected to play in tomorrow night's Pro Bowl. But due to their allegedly easy schedule and pure dumb luck, they'll be busy getting ready for the Super Bowl this Sunday. Now, I could sit here and talk about how they replaced Drake May's roster spot with Cleveland's Shedeur Sanders, but that would wrongly suggest that I give a damn. However, since the already pointless Pro Bowl has been relegated to a harmless flag football exhibition, I find myself even less concerned with who's going to win. What I am concerned about is the notion that football fans around the world are so starved for football after having endured a full weekend without it that the NFL has chosen to cheapen the entire Pro Bowl experience by tacking on a pointless skills competition to something that already lacks integrity. What sort of skills will players be required to display? According to the NFL, the secondary competitions will include a tug-of-war, something called satisfying catches, and a thrilling round of dodgeball. That's right, dodgeball. And for this, every participant will receive a cash bonus, not just for winning, but for just being there, like a participation trophy, only for adults. Folks, isn't it about time that we just forget about the Pro Bowl altogether and pretend like it never happened? I'm a 59-year-old man. I don't think I'd be able to sit through an entire Pro Bowl in my entire life. You get more competitive football in either the Puppy Bowl or at the Kennedy compound, and their roster's been depleted for years. Maybe it's time to pick your most deserving players, give them a few Dunkin' gift cards, and let them stay home. Or hand the gift cards out as part of the pregame activities during the Super Bowl. But please, don't make us endure having to watch these guys demean themselves with a flag football game and a tug-of-war, because I think we all deserve better than that. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. You know, some guys got a wardrobe, other guys got work to do. So when they go to Rocky's for Carhartt workwear, you can get one too. How many Carhartt hoodies can a man own? A bunch. Go to Rocky's, get Carhartt, and get back to work from your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102.
102 Springfield's Classic Rock at 616 and Hart with Bax and Nagle and Rock 102.
Sunny today with a high of 30. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 31. It's like summer out there, like you said just earlier in the forecast. It's summer.
Yeah, I feel like going barefoot, taking my shirt off, maybe rubbing some lotions or balms on my bare chest and catching a tan.
Friday night was so cold. It was like the wind was blowing, and it was already like down to 4, and then, you know, made it feel like it was negative 20-something.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know.
Oh, man, what a hell of a weekend.
Scott Cohen will be joining us next hour. Also, we got tickets to see Joe Bonamassa coming to the Symphony Hall on March 4th. We'll have tickets for you later on today, so make sure you're listening for that.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Joe Bonamassa tickets.
Yeah, that's cool.
We had a great time. I know you had some other things going on. You couldn't make it, but the Bourbon Barbecue and Blues on Saturday. I'm telling you, man, it's like a home run for a dinner, a show, and people enjoying the bourbon samples that were given to them.
The way I see it, if you don't like bourbon, you still got barbecue and blues.
Yeah.
You don't like blues, you got all that bourbon in your barbecue.
Yeah.
You don't like the barbecue, you still got the bourbon and the blues. So, I mean, It's got a little bit of everything. Even if you dislike one thing, there's two other things you can like.
They had the Spirit Master there. This guy Mike Ray from Pendleton Whiskey. He was giving up all the the lowdown on how to pair it with the meal and all that stuff. And It's not like, I think people think it's like this long, boring thing, but it's actually a very interesting, history of how these things are made and how they're distilled and all that stuff. And it was a damn good time.
I went to a wine tasting dinner once. This is a long time ago. I can't remember where it was. I'm not even sure the restaurant's still around. But anyway, I went to a wine tasting once, and the presentation was like endless.
Yeah.
So like, so they go into the spiel about this particular wine, how it pairs with this particular food, and you're just sitting there, with your hand out, just waiting to grab the glass of wine.
Yeah.
And then you think, oh, good, she's done, and then she goes into more detail about the wine, and like, oh my God, that wine, it's like right in my hands, it's right there. Shut up so I can drink it and have it with the food.
Yeah.
You got to be patient at these kinds of things, because otherwise you're just like, oh, will you please stop with the talky talk and let's go the drinky drink.
I once was the DD for a bunch of people on a New York State Finger Lake wine tour.
Oh yeah,
and you bring your own food. That's how they do it. All these places, all these wine. There must be like 200 and something wineries in an area. I think we hit maybe 8 that day.
Amateurs.
In that whole region, there's all these wineries on both the Seneca Lake and the other one. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but they have all these wineries, and you go from place to place, and it's like $2 to $3 a person, and then they give you like a flight of all their wines. You're pretty hammered by the time you're done with the first place, let alone going to 8-7 more places. on there, but it wasn't like that. These were samples of bourbon, which how much do you really need of bourbon in order to get a good buzz going on? Probably not that much.
Less bourbon.
Yeah.
Well, you from a cost-effective standpoint, it is a much more efficient form of alcohol than wine.
Yeah. Well, you get
less bourbon, more result.
You basically got 4 shots of it.
Yeah.
Which, each one paired differently with all the different courses that they had. I'm sure I'm sure there was some alcoholics out there who, combined them all into one. I won't name names, but they combined them all into one and drank the whole thing at once.
It is the kind of event I don't recommend a lot of pre-gaming for.
No, you don't need to pre-game.
No,
there's plenty of.
But I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen people come in already juiced up and lubed and ready to go.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, you don't need. I mean, the value of the ticket alone. What is it, like $75 or something like that?
Yeah, but that's pretty good.
But you're getting a full meal and you're getting 4 shots of bourbon. Now, if you went and ordered 4 shots of bourbon, you'd probably pay $40-$50 anyway.
Just
at
in
least,
the bourbon.
Just in the bourbon. So then you're getting a good meal. Neil and the Vipers, amazing performance.
They're good. They're a real good band.
They really get into it, and people were dancing.
That's good.
Of course, I'm sure 4 shots of bourbon probably helped with that. but there was people dancing, having a good time, and it was just another successful event. I thought it was a pretty good thing. So
Very
thanks
good.
to Dave Miner Exterior Home Improvements and Nor'easter Organic Life Hydroponics. That was the other place.
Right.
Yeah. So,
well, I'm sorry I couldn't be there, but I know it's going to be a good time. I know we'll do it again next year, and maybe I'll be there next year.
Yes.
Promise next year will be different.
We're gonna ice luge the bourbon down your throat.
I love that idea.
Yeah, we'll get. You could have done it with all the snow piled up outside of the log cabin the other night.
It's just about 6:22 at Rock 102.
Men, it's the new year, and for many of
Don't get any on you.
That's what they said to him.
Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 6:28. And Nirvana with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
And now it's all over the Davenport, damn it. Liam will have the full forecast for you.
We got Scott Cohen coming up after 7 o'clock, and also your shot at winning Joe Bonamassa tickets. Joe's coming to Symphony Hall on the 4th of March. If you haven't seen Joe Bonamassa or don't know much about him, absolutely outstanding guitar player. So he's coming to Springfield, and you get your shot at tickets later on today.
All right. Are you ready to laugh?
Sure, what the heck?
Let's laugh.
It's Bax and Nagle's Joke of the Day
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you,
on Rock 102,
I make you laugh.
Springfield's Classic Rock.
I invented a mind-controlled air freshener.
Really?
Yeah. It makes sense when you think about it. You see? Yeah, you think about it. It's mind-controlled. It's making sense.
No, I totally understand it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just got to stop explaining the jokes. Apparently, people are upset about that.
Keep doing it.
You see, because he's talking about an air freshener.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's mind control.
Yes.
So it instead of making sense in the term of S-E-N-S-E, it's S-C-E-N-T-S. That's for Jim in Florida this morning, by the way.
Oh, that's what it meant.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I'm so sorry.
Jim, who
about
doesn't
that.
listen to me.
6:32 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Villa Napolitana. Make your Valentine's Day reservations today. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Bax. Multiple crews worked together to put out a 3-alarm fire on Pleasant Street in Ware Sunday morning. The Ware Fire Department did it at approximately 2:20 a.m. on Sunday. An ambulance reported a structure fire in the area of Pleasant and Church Streets. While responding to a medical call, the crew requested additional members to the area. In a full second alarm assignment. Firefighters arriving in the area located the fire at 14 Pleasant Street, a 3-family home that was currently unoccupied. Due to the harsh weather conditions and the need for additional apparatus, the fire was upgraded to a 3rd alarm. When crews attempted to attack the flames from the interior, they were forced out due to the volume of an initial lack of manpower. When additional crews arrived, they attempted to enter the home a second time, but the second-floor ceiling collapsed. A mayday was called, and the building was promptly evacuated. No injuries were reported. National Grid was called out to cut the power, and the personnel worked to successfully extinguish the fire. From the exterior, mutual aid was provided by Palmer, Warren, West Brookfield, Belchertown, Bondsville. It sounds like we're doing school closings. Ludlow, Wilbraham, Brookfield, North Brookfield, and Hardwick. The Department of Fire Services Rehab and Support Unit and the Central Mass Sparks Rehab and Canteen provided additional assistance.
Oh, the canteen was there.
The Central Mass Sparks were there, too.
Is that like a cheerleading squad?
It's like
what is that?
It's like the Rockettes of firefighting.
No, it's a great.
They do the can out in the middle of the street.
I'm sure the firefighters on the scene appreciate the sideshow.
Yeah, I'm sure they love it.
I mean, fighting fires and saving lives can be so boring from time to time. They really do need like a musical number to perk things up.
Oh, absolutely. We should absolutely get a dance number going. You imagine Droopy Monty doing the whole dance routine downtown Springfield?
Oh, no. You're all out of sync.
This is not going to work.
I said 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Gonna see him
What's a step?
ordering the dance troupe, the Springfield Firefighters dance troupe.
A 1 and a 2 and a 3 and go.
This one's called a total loss. If you ever wanted to create an ice cream flavor, Harold's Ice Cream is giving you the chance. Beginning yesterday, you can either enter Harold's location, fill out a slip with your flavor idea, and put it in the box. That means 2 things. Not only will the winner get to taste their creation, but they'll also get a T-shirt, a quartet of Harold's Hot Fudge, and, of course, the tastiest prize of all, bragging rights. No, I'd rather have the ice cream.
I'd rather have a cash prize, really.
Last year, they saw over 200. Come on. Cash prize, you're going to spend it on ice cream anyway. You might as well get like an. They should all be offering free ice cream for life, but they're not doing that.
Well, I mean, if I had free ice cream for life at Harold's, you'd be finding me in Northampton a whole hell of a lot more than I do.
Last year, they saw over 200 entries, but you only get 1 entry per person, so make it count. I encourage everybody to go and put in the Bax and Nagle flavor.
Which is what?
Let's see. What's your favorite flavor? We can combine these.
Bologna
Ice cream. And you got to have some pistachio, so maybe a little pistachio.
Yeah, so it's almost
kind of like a mortadella.
Right.
Yeah,
and big blobs of fat I put in there, too.
Could you make a mortadella ice cream?
Tasty.
That's so good. Well, what was that? And it shows because Tom Brady is in such excellent shape, but he had avocado ice cream was his treat.
Yes. That's how he would celebrate his day.
Avocado ice cream. Think about that for a second.
Yeah, that's the kind of sacrifice you make for greatness.
If you need ideas, last year's winning flavors were a deconstructed Dubai chocolate bar. Yeah, because it's too trendy. That Dubai chocolate sucks. Have you? It's not even good. My kid wound up making a much cheaper version at home with the ingredients before the ingredients skyrocketed because they knew everybody was going to be making this stuff.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's it's an okay confection, but it's often it comes out dry, not that great.
Yeah.
But if you're going to put chocolate and pistachios together, ain't nothing wrong with that.
And then and white chocolate matcha. Is that how you say it? Matcha raspberry. The contest closes on February 28th. All right. I think we should get a Bax and Nagle flavor in there. I'm telling you, make it good, though. I would do...
What's bad about mortadella ice cream?
I don't want mortadella in my ice cream. Who wants that? You might as well just bite into a frozen hot dog.
How about like a sausage roll?
No. You can't mix savory with the sweet.
Sure you can.
Not this kind of savory.
Roasted pork.
No roasted pork. Come on, Bax. What's your favorite type of sweet treat?
I'm not. I love something that's got something like a little fruity thing in it.
What about
and chocolate?
Well, don't you like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups?
Peanut butter cups.
No,
yes.
I'm pretty sure you like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
No, Steve, I don't. And that flavor has already been taken.
You got chocolate in my peanut butter.
You got peanut butter in my chocolate.
All right.
Giggity goo.
Well, we could do, what else could we do? We could do, I like fudge.
Fudge is good. Fudge.
A little fudge ripple, maybe. And fruity. We could do cherries. You like cherries?
I do like cherries,
so we can put cherries in there.
Yeah.
Do you want like a more chocolatey base or do you want a vanilla base?
Let's try the chocolatey base.
Chocolatey base kind of thing. It's kind of like the equivalent of Moose Tracks, but
cherries.
Huh?
But with more cherries.
Yeah.
I like that.
But it's Nagle and Bax Tracks. Get it?
Oh, I love
Because
that.
you're
That's
backtracking on the ingredients.
Really like the sound of that.
See? I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Well, you may be onto something. Now go contact Harold's and get this going.
All right. Let's do it. So one flavor per person, by the way. You can't one entry per person. Let's see. I like it a lot, Stacy Schroyer said. She's talking about a photo of herself not too long ago when she still had her teeth. I do miss my smile. It's sad to go look in the mirror, she said. I'm reading a story from 22 News. It started 2 years ago. Schroyer had a broken tooth and she was in pain but couldn't get an appointment with her regular dentist. She found a clinic that could fit her in, Aspen Dental in Blue Springs, Missouri. I thought everything was legit. She said she wanted the broken tooth to be fixed or treated. When she got to the clinic, she said the staff took a full set of dental x-rays. They had bad news for her. They're all rotten. They're all going bad. They all need root canals, and it's going to cost you about $50,000. She said she was shocked. She had recently seen 2 other dentists, and they never mentioned any problems or what the Aspen staff said was periodontal disease. She said they told her it was going to be cheaper to get all of her teeth pulled and get dentures. They charmed her, she said, and told her she would look beautiful. She decided to go along with their recommendations. Aspen Dental is one of the largest dental clinics in the United States with more than 1,000 locations across the country. They're like the Jiffy Lube of dentist offices.
That's right.
There are about 10 locations in the Kansas City area. Local dentists treat the patients while Aspen's corporate, known as Dental Support Organization, handles each location's business and administrative needs. For the past 2 decades, the corporation has caught attention and concern of consumer protection attorneys and advocates. I had a horrible experience with Aspen Dental.
Yeah.
When I first started working here and took on the very non-covering dental insurance that they had.
Right.
And I had broken a tooth, like pretty bad.
Sure.
And I was in pain. However, my regular dentist, who I'd been seeing forever, didn't take that insurance. So I had to find a different place, and Aspen Dental was one of them.
Right.
And I go into the Aspen Dental. They put me in this chair. And the same thing. It's like a sales game with these people. And first of all, the light up above, you know, when they stare into your mouth.
Right.
Still had like stalactites from the last person
Ew.
that they had in there. Didn't clean it off.
You got to wipe that stuff down.
And then they bring you into a room and they're like, you're going to need a root canal. This is going to cost you like $6,000. But luckily for you, we have finance. It was like buying a car. And there was like multiple people coming in. It was so surreal. And I'm like, I can't even afford this visit for the copay.
What do I got to do to get you into a root canal today?
Yeah.
Well, let me speak to my manager.
I'm here at Rock 102 making like $27,000 a year,
right,
with a copay of like $150. So that's already taken a toll on my wallet to begin with. I wound up just calling the old dentist. And he's like, just come on in here, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, root canal? He's like, dude, that's got to come out. Like, there's no miracle worker on the face of the planet that could do a root canal on that thing. He's like, it's gone. It's like you broke it. I bit down on something. I think it was like a hard candy or something I bit down on. And I had to get rid of the rest of the tooth. But it's like, that's the kind of practice that they do. It's like these predatory, it's lending. It's like they want you to get on, want you to go into debt for dental care.
Dentistry, veterinary medicine, really all medicine, when you think about it, has really become that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Everything's more like an a la carte type of approach. You're paying extra for things that sometimes you don't need, that cheaper options should be available.
Yeah.
It's the way it is. It's like you almost have to shop. It's almost like you have to shop around for the best deal.
Yeah, you do. It's ridiculous.
I don't know. Thankfully, guys like you and I are just made of money, with money pouring out of every pore in our body.
Well, according to
We're
people
oozing
at
money.
Facebook, we are.
Somebody last week. I don't even remember.
Did you see that one?
Yeah.
About how much money we make?
Yeah. Someone said, "Well, you're a millionaire." You sound like a millionaire.
What are you talking about?
I got like tens of dollars in my bank account. That's about it. Millionaire. Not even close.
Bax is married, and I have 2 kids. Like, there's no millionaire. There might be a million pennies.
I read that comment. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Because people have these everybody has a different perception of what we are or what you do.
Yeah, I wasn't even a millionaire before the divorce and the kids went to college.
By the way, did you see all that? Wait, you know what? We'll take a break and we'll talk about the comments on Facebook because I found a lot of bots commenting on the Rock 102 page, and we'll get into that in just a minute. It's going to be sunny today with a high of 30. It is 4 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
Springfield's Classic Rock at 6:52. And the Rolling Stones of Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's going to be warm today with a high of 30. Tomorrow, even warmer with a high of 31.
Wow, I'm going to put some shorts on.
It's 4 in downtown Springfield.
Scott Cohen will be joining us next hour. Also, your chance to win Joe Bonamassa tickets. It's coming to Symphony Hall on March 3rd, and we got a pair of tickets to give away today.
Sweet. That's going to be fun.
Yes.
Joe Bonamassa. We're talking about social media again because it just amuses me. I don't really care. Like, if you don't like what I do or whatever, and you want to express that, then go for it. But
are you asking me?
Yeah,
personally?
I know you. Personally, I've seen you write things that are horrible on there. First of all, yesterday I put up this picture. I got booked at the last minute to do this brewery or this winery down in Newtown, Connecticut. This Saturday night, right? It's called Aquila's Nest Vineyard. So they're adding a second show. They needed a second comedian, so start at 6:30.
Right.
Perfect time for me because I get to go home and go to bed. Shortly after that. So the guy who books these things from Comedy Craft Beer, Ryan Broth, I'll just out him. He has my new headshots, but for some reason, whenever he sends me, maybe it's his last minute put together poster, he sends me the old headshot, which I can't stand because I'm like 70 something pounds heavier in that photo.
Right.
And also, he must have sent it through AI, so it looks like weird me. Like, I'm already weird looking to begin with, but it looks like even weirder me with this head thing. And even the guy from Hot Mic Events, the guy that books like, who do we have? The guy, Gianni Russo, and,
Oh, yeah.
So he even says, "What happened to your face? I'll help you if you need new assets for promo." And I said, "You all need to stop using AI because this is what it comes out looking like." And then he got defensive. "That's not ours." And I'm like, I meant all of you because they do it too.
Of course.
I cannot, you can totally tell that something was AI generated when you do that.
You got to look.
It looks awful.
It doesn't look real, and you got to look carefully. But yes, you're right. That picture looks a little goofy.
I am fascinated by these people who are so connected to this Chat GPT thing, like it's the end all be all and it has all the answers, and it's like it's not even that creative. And if your AI is learning from you,
right?
So if you're kind of dumb to begin with,
you're going to
the
come up with
AI
something
is only
dumb.
going to be coming as dumb as it, and every idea that it gives you, you're going to be like, That's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? Because you're an idiot. That's why. You're dumb.
And you're relying on software that you've made dumber.
I am blown away by the amount of people that use this thing as it's like the best tool ever.
Yeah.
It is not. It looks terrible. and stop, people are going to convince, no, I use it all the time for whatever, dude. Like, it's not working for you. It's just making it.
Listen, it's a tool that is on kind of like its infancy. It's got a long way to go before it's perfect.
And I can't. I don't know anybody who, and we all know many people, but there's particular one person that continues to keep putting AI generated pictures of himself online as if we don't know you look hideous without it. The AI picture thing is not working. Anyway, so I put this poster up, and obviously I'm embracing it because I'm like, hey, Fat Me says you should go see Less Fat Me and Sandy Hook this Saturday for a comedy show because it's obviously a much bigger picture of me. This one guy, you actually wrote something funny. You said you put the head in headliner. Right? That's funny.
I thought that was comical.
And then this guy, I've never seen one of his shows, but I listen to the broadcast every morning from Florida. What I'm wondering is how many times in his shows does he say 6, 7, or Sweet and Slow, or Hey Rick, or Wilma, or have to explain his jokes. The joke is not a joke if you have to explain it. As far as I'm concerned, this guy is a hack.
All right, well,
so much of a hack that you listen every day to every little detail bit thing that we do.
Yes, and Steve's not funny, even though he has held this job for over 20 years.
Yeah.
So maybe, sir, the problem isn't Steve. Maybe the problem is you. Well, and by the way, I'm the one that came up with Hey Rick, so blame me.
Well, yeah, but you can't. Sometimes it's hard to distinct who's talking when we're in these situations. But
I participate in my own way.
The one guy, I like the people who go back on their Facebook pages and then show them screenshots of their own things. And this guy goes, "Hey Jimbo, I think your whiny Facebook post might just apply here." And this was from back on January 2nd. Where this same guy says, hardest pill I swallowed was realizing I meant nothing to people that meant a lot to me.
Well, gee, I wonder why.
Gee, I don't know
How
why.
come that happened?
It's like, but then the other piece of this thing, I know we're out of time here, but on the Rock 102 page, since that's more like a little more global, I guess, not more regional, I guess, people chiming in. They're bots. The one I did last week about the Bad Bunny thing, or Bugs Bunny performing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
There was nothing political about that yet. However, there is all these comments, and then when you click on the profiles of those people, they're AI photos.
Of course they are.
They're not real people. It's all it is these bots that are farmed.
No friends, no followers, hardly any posts, but somehow magically it focused on your video.
Yeah, because it picks up keywords. If you say Super Bowl and halftime show, they automatically think it's political, so they put it out to these bots. I swear to God, this is how it happens. And all these people, you get all these comments going, "You're gay." This is coming from the gay guy with the Kermit the Frog hat on. And when you can see it's all the same theme, you know it's fake.
It's 7 o'clock with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Winter Storm headquarters before and after the storm.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Okay, first of all, whoever thought that playing an outdoor hockey game in Tampa, Florida as part of the NHL Stadium Series in the beginning of February is a freaking idiot. You see, I don't know if you're aware of this, but the freezing temperature of water is 32 degrees. The average February outdoor temperature in Tampa, 74 degrees, exactly twice the freezing point necessary to convert water into the frozen state of ice. This specific scientific process is known as making ice, which is one of the most important components necessary to play ice hockey at any level. Here's my second complaint. Even if you're going to schedule a hockey game in a city whose average temperature is twice the necessary level to freeze your playing service, then how about having the common decency of providing good officiating? Last night, the Boston Bruins lost in overtime in a shootout at Raymond James Stadium against the Tampa Bay Lightning, a game the Bruins could have won had officials not nullified what would have been a game-winning goal from Boston's David Pastrnak because of some bogus slashing penalty. The only true highlight of the game came with that from the crummy ice surface was the goalie fight in the second period between Boston's Jeremy Swayman and Tampa's Andrei Vasilevsky. That little dust-up, in fact, was the first goalie fight in Stadium Series history. But, of course, that little fun historical footnote was soon forgotten the moment that they took the game-winning goal away from Pastrnak and then lost the game in a 6-5 shootout. Now, for some people, this was probably a very exciting game of hockey. For others, this would have been a much better situation had it been played indoors, away from the slush, and with a officiating crew that wasn't prone to making crap calls against the visiting team. In this case, the Bruins, who up until last night had won 12 out of the last 16 games. Thanks for nothing, Tampa. Thanks for nothing. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Elliot's been with Rocky's for over 10 years and working his way up. In fact, right now, he's a store manager at Island Pond Rockies. Head on over there and say hi to Elliot and give him a good old congratulations and buy a bunch of stuff while you're there. Good people like Elliot rock solid service at every Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock at 7:13 and Quiet Riot with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It is going to be warm today with a high of 30. Tomorrow, even warmer with a high of 31. It's 4 right now in downtown Springfield.
And in the studio with us right now, Scott Cohen. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys, too. I remember back in, I think maybe, late September, mid-October, I'd walk into the gym in the morning, and it was just starting to get cold. And I would say, yeah, we're headed to those days where all of a sudden it's going to be like 30 degrees out, and that's going to be warm. So here we are.
Yeah, it practically feels like summer. You're absolutely right about that. A couple things. First of all, the Super Bowl this weekend.
Coming up. Yep.
Coming up. A lot of people worried about the injury to Drake May, the shoulder injury.
What's he have? How serious is it? Is it real?
Sam Darnold's got an injury, too. He's got a strained obliques.
Yep. Yeah, you can certainly relate to that. You strain your oblique often.
I strain my oblique 5 times a week putting on shoes.
Right.
So, I mean, and I know that for me, if I had to throw a football with a bad shoulder or bad obliques, I'd take the guy with the bum shoulder every time.
Well, I think what happened with Darnold is he's had the oblique issue for a while. So, and however serious it is or how much it hurts him, he's figured out a way to play through it. May injured his shoulder in the Denver game, so that's kind of a new thing, and he didn't really look that sharp in that game. So, from what we can see and know now, whatever injury May has seems to be limiting him more than the one that Darnold has.
One of the things that is, I don't want to say it's concerning to me, but I'm questioning it now, especially as we're getting closer. Because Seattle has been favored by 4.5 for pretty much the whole week. It may adjust here and there, but right now Seattle is favored no matter what you do.
And as they should be.
They should be, but on the other hand, there is this dismissiveness that the Patriots are going to get blown out. Stephen A. Smith from ESPN, one of those guys, 20 other guys saying the same thing. But over the last couple of weeks, when you look at who the Patriots have beaten and the defenses that they've beaten, take away the Denver game a little bit because that second half.
That's not a measuring stick of anything with the conditions.
Absolutely not for either team. Other than if you want to be critical of Denver, you criticize the coaching at the end of the game.
Yep.
But when you look at who they have beaten and how they've risen to the occasion every single time, I have a hard time saying that this is going to end in a blowout on either side, and it doesn't seem to me like it's going to be a blowout for the Patriots either. If they don't win, I think it's going to be a lot closer than those people think it's going to be.
Yeah, I think so too. So a couple of things, Vegas knows everything, right? And despite the May injury that we talked about a couple of minutes ago, the point spread has stayed at 4.5. Okay, so the injury situation with both teams is pretty even. Historically, teams that were favored by 4.5 points have gone 4-7 in playoff games when that's been the spread.
Okay.
So Seattle's 4.5 point favorite, and historically teams that have come up on the short end, have only won 4 out of 11 times that they've played in that situation. Seattle's defense is dude, solid as a rock. Sam Darnold, we all remember him from his time with the Jets, and I think that's our view of Sam Darnold. Baxi, the last 2 years, he's won 28 games. He won 14 with Seattle and 14 with Minnesota last year. That guy's the real deal. But this reminds me of 2001 when the Patriots, when they won the Super Bowl with Brady. Bledsoe was the quarterback to start. Brady got the job. They go in there against the LA Rams or St. Louis Rams, the greatest show on turf, and they ended up. They were not favored to win, just like this year's Patriots. Yeah. Same situation, and somehow they found a way to win. That last second drive is historically famous now. I agree with you. It's not going to be a blowout, but Seattle is awfully tough.
The big story came out last week. The snubbing of Bill Belichick for the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Everyone went a little ballistic on that. And
I'm glad you brought that up.
I mean, to me, I don't know what else the guy needs to do to prove his worth to be in the Super Bowl. And all the people, there's Spygate and Deflategate. All that guy did was
everybody
find
else.
ambiguities and loopholes in the rules.
He
did. Jimmy Johnson said it. We talked to Zolak last week. He said, Jimmy Johnson said, he got away with stuff that we've been trying to get away with for years. That's just how we play football,
right?
By trying to get a competitive edge over the other guy.
Of course. So, all right. So, two things. One, you're right. All correct. But the one thing that he did do is he got caught and he kept doing it. He just basically thumbed his nose at the NFL, and he just went ahead and kept doing the stuff that he got pinched for. But if you go back and look at the Hall of Fame voting, the way they do it, and I don't know whether a lot of people know this or not, they get the list down to 5 finalists. There were 3 players, and then Belichick and Robert Kraft. They were the 5 guys.
Right.
Voters got to pick 3 out of the 5. It wasn't like so the whole thing about Belichick getting snubbed, I'm not so sure about that now, looking at the way the voting goes. One guy from the Kansas City Star said basically he voted for the 3 players, Roger Craig, Elsie Greenwood, and Ken Anderson, I believe it was.
Right.
Those were the guys that he chose, and he just figured, the players have waited a hell of a lot longer than Belichick and Kraft. They'll get their shot next time. It's not like the Baseball Hall of Fame where he was just left off someone's ballot.
Right.
You only get to pick 3 of the 5. So the voting process, I think, hurt Belichick as well.
I've heard it described as a lot of voters assumed, well, I don't vote for him because I'm going to vote for these other guys, but I'm sure all the other voters will get to him. And what wound up happening is it slipped through the cracks.
Sure.
Nevertheless, it's an egregious oversight to not have a Bill Belichick in there in his first year.
When you look at the 5 people on that list, it's like he's the one that sticks out, like the proverbial sore thumb. But again, some of the voters just said, you know what, I'm going to pick the players this time, and Belichick and Kraft will get their due eventually.
Tomorrow night is the Pro Bowl. Shedeur Sanders will be on there, and he deserves
the irrepressible Shedeur Sanders.
Completely deserves. What he did in Cleveland this year is absolutely magical. I think the whole thing is a complete waste of time.
Yes.
And one of the things because one, it's a flag football game, so the Puppy Bowl winds up being more competitive.
Dude, seriously.
And then there's the skills competition, which includes tug of war and dodgeball.
For those of us old enough to remember, back in the 70s, ABC would have the Superstars competition, with the likes of O.J. Simpson, Wayne Gretzky, different players from the world of sports and the world of entertainment. And, when you go back now and look at those old videos, you realize how stupid that whole thing really was. But it's just like a bad car accident. Everybody says, "Oh, I can't look, but at the same time, you can't turn away from the spectacle, and that's what's going to happen tomorrow night.
I hear my solution is they do it like they used to pick the All Madden team. You pick the names. And that's it.
That's it.
That you just pick, even if you have them,
you
collect
get
their participation trophy.
You get a dinner and a trophy, and we send you on your way.
And that's it. Please don't bore us or insult our intelligence with a game of dodgeball. It doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Well, do me a favor when we reconvene next Monday. You can tell me how it went.
Real quick, last night was the Stadium Series with the Bruins. They lost in a shutout.
Buddy, shootout, disastrous loss by the Bruins. Their big Achilles heel this year has been all the penalties that they took. Second period, they were playing 4-on-4. They were down 5-on-3 at one point or another. Tampa Bay took advantage of all that. Then Pasternak got the game winner waved off in overtime.
Yep.
Bruins still got a point out of it, but they needed to win that game.
Well, whoever decided to schedule an outdoor game in Tampa with the average temperature is 74 degrees and
they had winter. They had a little bit of winter weather there. Last night.
This was planned long ago. This isn't a last minute decision. What a dumb idea that is.
So Super Bowl next when we convene next Monday, we'll know We'll know what the score is. Got my fingers crossed for the Patriots, but if I had to bet the house, buddy, I'd be betting on Seattle.
Yeah, I'm going to lean on the Patriots.
All right, that's fair enough.
Not willing to give up quite yet.
Fair enough.
All right, Scott Cohen, good to see you. 7:24 with Bax and Nagle and Rock 102. 7:30 with Bax and Nagle at Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Big Y, your family market. His local radio icon, Steve Nagle.
Okay, campers, rise and shine. Don't forget your booties because it's cold out there today. It's so cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach? Not hardly. And you can expect hazardous travel later today with that, that blizzard thing. That blizzard thing. Oh, well, there's a report. The National Weather Service is calling for a big blizzard thing. Yes, they are. But there's another reason why today is especially exciting, especially cold. Okay, but the big question on everybody's lips, on their chapped lips, right? Do you think Phil is going to see his shadow? Punxsutawney Phil, that's right, woodchuckers. It's Groundhog Day! It is Groundhog Day.
It is Groundhog Day.
How about that?
Do we know if that rodent found anything yet?
Well, I don't know about that one, but Connecticut celebrated Groundhog Day today as Chuckles the Groundhog made his annual weather prediction at the Lutz Children's Museum.
Chuckles the Groundhog?
Chuckles predicted 6 more weeks of winter, according to Manchester Mayor Jay Moran.
Hey, not for nothing. I've looked at a calendar. Isn't it really 6 more weeks of winter no matter what happens?
We do this every year. Yes. There's nothing special. It's just one of these things that we do because it's 6 weeks to go before the spring, which could mean it could be 12 weeks before any of the snow melts.
Yeah.
By the way the temperature's been going lately. Traditionally, if Chuckles sees his shadow, that means 6 more weeks of winter. If he doesn't, Connecticut could be in for an early spring. The museum said it has been putting on the event since 1968. Spots for the event filled up ahead of time. The museum put on its own live stream of the prediction on its Facebook page. Punxsutawney Phil is set to make his thing later this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Groundhog Day. When Phil is said, we haven't seen Gobbler's Knob come up with Punxsutawney Phil yet.
Yeah, well, next time we talk about it, I just called up the script here too. So I know it's like a 2-person type of thing. So you don't feel like you got to take on the role all by yourself.
You see, you sure about that?
Yeah. I mean, why should you be, left with the responsibility of doing it? It's a 2-man type of a thing.
Operation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess we could. You want to do it next time? Oh, is it you or me?
You can start.
Okay, campers, rise and shine and don't forget your booties out there because it's cold out there today.
Ooh, it's cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach?
Not hardly, and you can expect hazardous conditions travel later today with that, that blizzard thing.
That blizzard thing. Oh, well, here's the report. The National Weather Service is calling for a big blizzard thing.
Yes, they are, but there's another reason why today is especially exciting.
Especially cold.
Especially cold, okay, but the big question on everybody's lips.
Their chapped lips.
On their chapped lips, right? Do you think Phil is going to come out and see his shadow?
Punxsutawney Phil.
That's right, Woodchuckers. It's Groundhog Day! There you go.
Doesn't that feel more satisfying to do it together?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like teamwork right there.
I've been watching these interesting takes on YouTube shorts about theories about how movies are. Ned Ryerson is the devil.
Really?
And the first meeting he has with Ned Ryerson where he steps into that puddle is, look out for that first step, it's a doozy. He does that whole thing. That is the devil promoting Phil into the time warp that he's going to be doing for the rest of the show. And because by the end of the movie, he basically buys all of the life insurance and all of the insurance options from Ned Ryerson,
right? As
if he signed a deal from the devil, and then Bill Murray gets everything he wants at the end of the movie. It's actually a pretty interesting theory.
Well, how long did it take for you to compile your tinfoil hat to come up with that idea?
I didn't. It was part of the algorithm. They just know me that I like weird things
Interesting.
Like that. Isn't that weird?
It's fascinating, really.
Yeah. Here's a great story out of Mass Live about the Holyoke Mall escalators.
Weren't we just talking about this about a month ago?
Yeah. The music, dancing, and joy of a traditional Puerto Rican parranda filled Holyoke Mall on December 14th, right up until the escalator carrying the celebrants buckled under their feet, turning the night into a slow-motion scare that organizer Cesar Adorno says he'll never forget. Though no one was hurt, the collapse underscored both the vulnerability of the mall's frequently faulty escalators and the growing popularity of Adorno's parrandas, which have become a cherished cultural celebration across Western Massachusetts. For Adorno, a faith-driven community leader who overcame addiction and has built a following through music and outreach, the incident won't slow plans to continue the annual holiday tradition, though next time, he said, they might look for a safer venue.
One with working escalators or one with no escalators?
Or you could just do the parade on one floor, then each of you take the regular staircase down, and then do it on the other floors.
But then, you're going to walk up the staircase, and that can be very exhausting.
The Matutino por la Ciudad celebration, I'm probably hacking that horribly, I apologize, began at Brightwood Elementary School in Springfield, where Adorno explained the plan and why the parranda mattered to attendees. Then about 250 people set off in a caravan to the Holyoke Mall with a local Jeep leading the way, followed by 2 school buses. Holyoke Mayor Josh Garcia, State Senator Adam Gomez, Jeremy Whalen, a congressional candidate, and other officials joined the festival. The group entered the Holyoke Mall through JCPenney and headed for the escalator to reach the spot set aside for the celebration. A festive Facebook video shows Adorno leading a group with tambourines and maracas, even the Grinch and Santa dancing, down the escalator near the AT&T store moments before the movable stairs flattens out.
Oh, boy, God.
All of a sudden, Adorno said, I heard screaming. I'm like, what is this? It all felt like it was going in slow motion. I couldn't believe what was happening. I thought about my wife and my daughter and my son, and luckily they were already off. Adorno said he jumped into action and hit the emergency stop at the bottom of the escalator, and it worked? That's something weird.
Yeah. I can't think of a worse way to die than an escalator accident at the Holyoke Mall.
Well, there's 2 issues going on here. For some reason, maybe it's the age of these things, that they're mostly out of order most of the time.
True.
And every once in a while, you'll go in there and you're like, what? They're all working? What is... Somebody come sprinkle magical pixie dust on the Holyoke Mall today and get everything going? But when you have that many people at once, I mean, it probably shouldn't collapse because how many times have you been in like an airport where you got to take like a big escalator up to the top or something and there's a crap ton of people on those things? Those things don't collapse even under the weight of all those people. So I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the quality of the escalator.
You think they skimped when they built them?
But you're also not supposed to dance and jump on those things. So I think maybe that might be. I was in a hotel once, and it was really old, and there was a sign in there saying, "Do not jump up and down in the elevator; it will break the elevator." And I'm like, that doesn't sound like not that I'm doing a lot of jumping jacks.
But maybe you'll take the stairs instead.
Yeah, it was a little creepy. I
don't typically dance on elevators or escalators.
Why not?
Because I don't typically dance. Period. But I just don't. I don't want to snap a cable. I don't want to jam the escalator. I don't even dance on one of them those people movers in the airport. Yeah. I don't even do. I try not to dance publicly unless it's absolutely necessary. And in this case, even though I know it's a celebration, I'd probably just walk around with noisemakers and let that be it.
Well, I mean, you'd be noticed for sure.
Probably, yeah.
But you're not going to get on a flattened escalator.
Oh, God, no.
The Republican reviewed Massachusetts Division of Occupational Licensure inspection records for 10 escalators at the Holyoke Mall over the past 3 years. Records show mixed results for the mall's escalators. 6 are operating, 1 is out of service, 2 have been decommissioned, and 1 could not be tested. Why? Because somebody couldn't move that broken escalator sign out of the way?
They left their tools in the truck.
We were going to inspect that one, but it says that it has that sign in there. It says, "Stop, do not get on the elevator," or the escalator. While some passed inspections every year, others needed follow-up checks. Adorno has said he had a permit from the Holyoke Mall, but it only specified where the event could take place, not how many people could ride the escalator at once. He told the mall he was expecting 50 or more participants, but the crowd grew much larger, likely because of the mayor's public invitation. Really?
Are you going to blame the mayor on this one?
Oh. It's our celebrity, our in-house celebrity, Josh Garcia. Oh, man, the tickets are sold out now.
I wouldn't blame this on the mayor because he invited an open call. I mean, I would say maybe the people not maintaining their escalators would be more at fault.
Oh, likely because of the mayor. Oh, so not because the mayor was there, but because the mayor sent out an email blast going, "Hey, you want to have a party?
Yeah.
We're having one at the Holyoke Mall."
Had he not done that, you would have had just the 50 people, and that might have been enough.
40 people were on the actual escalator when it collapsed. There was a lot more people behind those people.
Sure.
But that is got to be pretty scary.
Oh,
for the escalator to flatten out on you while you're on it.
Do you ever see, even if it doesn't flatten out, even if it just stops, abruptly, you're the momentum that your body is going through, you get tossed. You ever see videos of that happening? Or like escalator, accidents where it just jams up and everyone's moving, and because of the momentum, they fall ahead, they fall up. It's dangerous. Very dangerous.
Fall up? How do you fall up?
Well, if the escalator is an up escalator and it all of a sudden stops, you're not falling backwards, you're falling forwards.
But technically, you're still falling down.
In an upward fashion, because the momentum is going up.
I don't know if I agree with your physics and semantics of how an escalator fall works.
I didn't realize I'm working with Bill Nye, the science guy, but I'm just telling you, think about what the momentum and the trajectory of your motion would be. If it stopped, you're not going to fall backwards.
I don't have any physics formulas to give you.
Oh, Steve, it's as plain as the nose on your face.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Breaking news. Punxsutawney Phil has seen his shadow. There will be 6 more weeks.
Oh, that's great.
Man. Well, there goes the rest of my newscast. I can't do news after this. What are you talking about? Actually, Oh, are we going to go back into it
I don't
again?
care.
Oh, all right, you ready? Okay, campers, rise and shine and don't forget your booties because it's cold out there today.
Ooh, it's cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach?
Not hardly, and you know you can expect hazardous travel later today with that, that blizzard thing.
That blizzard thing. Oh, well, here's the report. The National Weather Service calling for a big blizzard thing.
Yes, they are, but there's another reason why today is especially exciting.
Especially cold.
Especially cold, okay, but the big question on everybody's lips.
Their chapped lips.
On their chapped lips, right. Do you think Phil is going to come out and see his shadow?
Punxsutawney Phil.
That's right, Woodchuckers, it's Groundhog Day! And that's the news on Rock 102.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 7:51 and free with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Okay, campers, rise and shine. Don't forget your booties because it's cold out there today.
Hold on a second. I wasn't ready.
Oh.
There we go. It's cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach?
Not hardly. As you know, you can expect hazardous travel later today with that, blizzard thing.
That blizzard thing. Oh, well, here's the report. The National Weather Service is calling for a big blizzard thing.
Yes, they are. But there's another reason why today is especially exciting.
Especially cold.
Especially cold, okay. But the big question on everybody's lips.
Their chapped lips.
On their chapped lips is right. Do you think Phil is going to come out and see his shadow?
Punxsutawney Phil.
That's right, Woodchuckers. It's Groundhog Day. There you go.
There you have it.
It's 4 degrees right now. There is 6 more weeks of winter, according to Punxsutawney Phil and the idiot from Connecticut, whatever his name was. What did I say?
Chuckles or something.
Chuckles
stupid.
the groundhog.
I don't know.
Don't they have one on Long Island too that they killed? Remember the guy killed it? He dropped it.
Dropped it like right in his head. Yeah. Hey, Rock 102's got the big game hookup. Download the Rock 102 app and click on the banner to enter your chance to win a great prize package: a $200 gift certificate to the Yard Tavern, a $100 gift certificate to the Tudor Liquor House. And also a Ninja Woodfire Outdoor Grill and Smoker, courtesy of Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL and Super Bowl 60. A winner gets chosen at random, and on February 6th, it's your chance to win the big game hookup from Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock.
I don't know if they took it down, because I don't see it anymore on the 22 News Facebook page.
I have...
I don't think it's there anymore. Let me see, because somebody sent it to me via...
I get the screenshot of the original story.
Yeah. Oh, they deleted the post, because I just tried to click on the link, and it's gone. They put up this thing about Representative William Galvin, who is not going to seek re-election this year and will cap a 36-year run in whatever the hell, the state, what is it?
It's from Canton.
Yeah,
right.
Something like that, right? Yeah. But they don't put a picture up of that guy. They put a picture up of the other Bill Galvin, the guy who's like, what is he like?
He's Secretary of the Commonwealth. So what they did was, in the original headline, they had the picture of that Bill Galvin, the Secretary of State of the Commonwealth, and the headline: Secretary of Commonwealth William Galvin will not seek re-election.
So they had the title wrong then too, right?
They had the whole thing wrong because he is going to seek re-election, and the picture is the wrong Bill Galvin. But
it was up long enough for the general public to notice it, and then start. I wish I had the comments because the comments were the best.
They were hilarious, but even better, the story had an editor's note. Revisions were made to clarify that William C. Galvin is the representative of the 6th Norfolk District. William F. Galvin is the Secretary of the Commonwealth and plans to seek re-election.
The F is for funky.
Yes, and apparently they did not realize that until the internet blew up correcting them.
Because whoever put that up just went and did, like, they probably have a database of photos, and they probably put in Galvin, like, because that's not like a fresh picture of him anyway. That's like a stock photo that they have of these people in there. So the meta tags on the photos like, this says Bill Galvin. And, the kid doesn't know any better over at 22 News because it's like Kids Incorporated over there. Remember that show, Kids Incorporated?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, actually, we'll see. I bet you we can find the theme song to that.
The Kids Incorporated?
Yeah, I got it right here. You ready?
Yeah.
This is 22 News theme song.
Everybody look around, hear the sound. Something special's gonna come your way. We We got something that is new, that is true. We got something
Oh, yeah. There's Ted Kaczynski right over there. Those are the two gals in the morning there.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Here it goes.
Okay,
here it goes.
Okay.
Yeah. 22 News.
I can understand where somebody might screw up that story, and they did offer a retraction and editor's notes, but nevertheless, you put it out there, and we're going to notice, and people will let us know.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Even when the Kids Incorporated put up a picture of George Bush, they put the right one up, who was the president at the time, even through both presidencies.
Yeah,
and they canceled that show.
And they didn't rely on artificial intelligence to put a story together.
That's right. Yeah. Well, they're working hard over there, working for you and nobody else over at 22 News.
It's 7:57 at Rock 102.
PNC service.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Winter Storm headquarters before and after the storm.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, tomorrow night is the 2026 NFL Pro Bowl in San Francisco. As you might know, both Drake May and Christian Gonzalez of the Patriots were selected to play in tomorrow night's Pro Bowl, but due to their alleged easy schedule and pure dumb luck, they'll be too busy getting ready for the Super Bowl on Sunday. Now, I could sit here and talk about how they replaced Drake May's roster spot with Cleveland's Shedeur Sanders, but that would wrongly suggest that I give a crap. However, since the already pointless Pro Bowl has been relegated to a harmless flag football exhibition, I find myself even less concerned with who's going to win. What I am concerned about is the notion that football fans around the world, who are so starved for football, having endured an entire weekend without it, that the NFL has chosen to cheapen the entire Pro Bowl experience by tacking on a pointless skills competition to something that already lacks integrity. What sort of skills will these players be required to display? According to the NFL, the secondary competitions will include a tug-of-war, something called satisfying catches, and then a thrilling round of dodgeball. That's right, dodgeball. And for this, every participant will receive a cash bonus, not for just winning, but for just being there, like a participation trophy for adults. Folks, isn't it about time we just forget about the Pro Bowl altogether and pretend like it never actually happened? I'm a 59-year-old man. I don't think I've been able to sit through an entire Pro Bowl in my life. You'll find more competitive football in either the Puppy Bowl or the Kennedy Compound, and their roster's been devastated by injuries. Maybe it's time to pick your most deserving players, give them a few Dunkin' gift cards, and let them stay home. Or hand the gift cards out as part of the pregame ceremonies of the Super Bowl. But please, don't make us endure having to watch these guys demean themselves with a flag football game and a tug-of-war, because I think we all deserve much better than that. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Some guys got a wardrobe, other guys got work to do. So they go to Rocky's for Carhartt workwear. How many Carhartt hoodies do you need to own? Many. Go to Rocky's for Carhartt and get back to work. You'll find it at your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102. Springfield's
Classic Rock. It's 8:10 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It is going to be 6 more weeks of winter, according to Punxsutawney Phil. Yeah, that stupid groundhog. But it's going to be warm today. High of 30, which is a big increase since over the weekend. And then, holy crap, it's going to do it again next week, like the end of this week. We're going to go back into the single digits again.
Did you get to enjoy the minus 11? Was it Saturday morning?
Yeah, Saturday morning.
That was great.
Very cold.
Yes.
I couldn't get some coffee. I didn't have any coffee. I ran out of coffee, and I forgot to. And I don't know why. I was at Costco the other day, and I was going to get the big can of Folgers, and I just completely forgot about it.
What about Folgers Crystals?
Doesn't everybody have that?
You leave it in your cupboard. It's always there. When you want it, always there. It's always going to be there for you.
Ready to go. And I forgot. And all I had was instant coffee left. I can't stand instant coffee. Is like the ultimate emergency when there's no other option left. And I did that a couple of weeks ago, and it was so gross. It was like, I don't know, just like the burnt bottom of a coffee pot that you're drinking of.
I know people that prefer it, if you can believe that.
Yeah.
Like given a choice between a fresh, delicious pot of coffee and freeze-dried crystals, would rather have the instant coffee. I can't respect people like that. I can't understand people like that.
I mean, I guess it all depends on what you were brought up on. I mean, my parents had, they always had Maxwell House.
Yeah.
And then finally, like in the mid-'80s, when coffee makers became a thing, we wound up having a Mr. Coffee that would, and then they changed over to like, I think it was 8 o'clock coffee, which is now way too expensive.
See, my parents, they had a percolator.
Yeah.
You know, and it plugged in. A plugged-in percolator.
Takes forever, though, doesn't it?
Took a long time, but you know what? It was a good way to go. Of course, you'd have like a bunch of grounds at the bottom of your cup, but you know that's how you dealt with it.
Yeah.
My grandparents, all they ever wanted was a Sanka.
Sanka?
It was instant coffee, and it was there was no caffeine, which is basically just drinking brown water with no purpose.
I'll have some Efferdent and a Sanka.
I need a Sanka and some sweet and lows, please.
But you know, I went to, there's this new place in West Springfield, 7 Brews Coffee.
Yeah.
And I've seen, and it's like a little like drive up kiosk thing. And it's in the parking lot of the Raymore and Flanagan lot.
Okay.
There. And I've always seen the line, and the line's always like, you know, oh geez, you see that?
I did see that.
Wow, how about that?
Yeah, there you go.
Let me get a I got a
Yeah,
coffee filter or
blow
a
your
tissue.
nose. Blow your nose.
Sorry about that.
No, it was disgusting, and I'll be thinking about it all out for weeks. But
excuse me. Anyway,
anyhow,
speaking of disgusting, I go to this place and I've seen the line out there, like a line a mile long for this place every time I go. And my kids ask me, "Oh, we should go to that place," and I'm like, "No, we're not going to that place. I'm not waiting that long." It's like the Cane's chicken thing. When a Cane's first opened, you're 45 minutes for some chicken tenders. I don't think so. That ain't going to fly with me.
Right.
So I noticed on the very cold Friday, I'm like, well, there's not that many cars out there. Well, let me go give it a shot. So I pull up to this thing, and they got a guy outside in the freezing cold with a little iPad, and he's taking your order, and you pay for the order there. So I ordered, because I'm a New Englander, an iced coffee in -2-degree weather.
Right.
Ordered an iced coffee with a little bit of cream and 2 sweet and lows. Right?
Not complicated.
Not complicated at all. And then they take your order, you pay for it, and then you just wait in line. And then there's 2 lanes. One is the lane right up next to the little building that they have. It's kind of like a photo mat.
Right.
And then there's a person in the middle in like another toll booth looking thing that's also handing orders out that are being made in the little shack. So I get my, and it moves fairly quickly. It really wasn't, I didn't really wait very long, maybe a few minutes, you know?
Right.
So they give me the coffee, and like, I drive away and I'm looking at this thing. It's basically like somebody cut open an udder on a cow and dumped all of the cream in the udder into the cup. And it was just way too this
creamy.
Is not a little bit of cream. This is just cream. I really couldn't even taste any coffee in it.
Really?
The only thing I tasted was the two sweet and lows and the milk. It wasn't, I didn't think it was good.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, by the way, my review isn't going to hurt this place. The line is a mile long for the damn thing.
Well, maybe they were just confused by the order. Maybe someone said just cream and sweet and lows and didn't specify that there should be a cream to coffee ratio.
A little bit of cream is probably one little splash.
Right.
That's all you need.
Yes.
I don't need a whole lot. I just need something to take the edge off. You know, and here it is. This is what it is. They have all these other drinks there, though, which I'm sure is what makes them popular.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's not too many old guys driving through the drive-thru in a minivan going, I'll take the sweet and low with the cream in the coffee cup. Because I'm really an 80-year-old lady trapped in a 47-year-old man's body. But it was just like, ugh. I don't. I don't like that at all.
I would give them another shot.
7 brews.
I would give them another shot before you condemn them, because it sounded like someone misunderstood the order.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's a coffee shop.
Yeah.
There should be coffee in the cup, and if they forgot the coffee or have like an ill-advised ratio of coffee to cream, then one more try, and if they screw it up again, well then it stands. But it could be delicious. I mean, how do you justify a line that long out the door for a coffee? You can get is it in Westfield? You said
West Springfield.
West Springfield.
Yeah,
I happen to know for a fact there's like 30 other places to buy coffee in West Springfield.
Yeah,
and they're all good. So why would there be a line if this place was inadequate?
Because it's different. It's different. Is when the hype dies down, are we gonna find out something new, or I don't know.
Well, I mean, everybody wants to find like the best coffee shop, and I don't know if I've got a particular favorite. I mean, I like to spread it around a little bit, but I mean, if there was one that was making outstanding coffee, I'd like to know about it.
It's niche. It's a niche thing. They were blasting Beyonce music, and they were all dancing inside the booth, like rocking out to Beyonce.
Yeah, I'd rather have you focus on the coffee.
Maybe Beyonce was the one that distracted them from a little bit of cream to the, oops, I spilled my cow inside this glass.
Yeah. See, I want you to focus on my coffee.
There was so much cow in there, I'm surprised I didn't get a T-bone with it.
That's what That's what they used to stir the drink.
Yeah, it was kind of, I don't know. Listen, there's a lot of people that like it. I'm not gonna knock someplace so bad. It's just because I didn't like it doesn't mean other people don't like it. But still, it was just a little excess on the cream.
You know what's weird? The other day, my daughter and I got coffee at Starbucks. Mm-hmm. We get together and we go to Starbucks. She wants to go. That's fine. I got no problem. Mm-hmm. Well, then I took a picture and I had the cup of coffee from Starbucks, and all of a sudden I got eviscerated for how'd you get so rich being able to afford a Starbucks coffee? It's like, why the judgment? What was that all about? Man, listen, I spread it around. I go to Dunkin' just as much as I go anywhere else.
It must be those millions of dollars that you're making that other guy was talking about.
Which kind of goes back to that conversation, this insane idea that somehow I'm a millionaire. Please.
I like the ones who assume I'm some sort of like rich dude. And I'm like, do you think I would be hawking $20 dinner in a comedy show in a former auto garage on Route 20 in Westfield every Thursday if I was a millionaire?
I'm a remarried, divorced man with 3 kids that went to college.
Yeah.
I don't have anything close to $1 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I back to the coffee. Maybe I should give it another shot.
I would. Don't judge.
And I'm gonna have to specify now. And because somebody pointed out that this is like a chain of coffee places from the South.
Oh,
and somebody said, darling, that's what you say when you say a little bit of cream down south. That's how much cream it is. And I'm like, I have been down south, and I've never had anybody, when I said a little bit of cream, gave me a glass of half and half.
Yeah, I mean, you said a little bit of cream. That should specify everything you need to know about the recipe.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll give it another shot, and we'll see where we can go from there.
It's 8:20 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. 102 Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:26 and Pat Benatar with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Liam, we'll have the full forecast for you.
Greatest event ever. It's coming to the Big E Fairgrounds February 13th through the 16th. The Springfield RV Camping and Outdoor Show. And Rock 102 wants to hook you up with a bunch of tickets, whether you're looking for your next RV or shopping for a new one or camping accessories or what have you. This is the show has got a little something for everyone. Enter rock102.com before the end of the day on February 8th for your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets from Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock.
Just to answer some of the folks, I put up a video, another one of those town videos yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It was Whately, and I pronounced it Watelli.
That's not how you pronounce it?
It's for entertainment purposes, and I don't know why people can't figure that out. And then the comments are like, it's pronounced Whaley, right?
It's like how many times do you have to see a Steve Nagle video to have figured out the joke by now?
And here you go. I'm going to comment right back to that. I think you're making that up.
That's perfect.
See?
That's perfect.
Yeah, see? All you got to do is just say, I think you're making that up when somebody throws facts in your face.
Right.
I know. That's the point
That's
of the whole thing. It's supposed to be dumb. It's supposed to be silly.
Right.
It's supposed to be stupid and everything in between.
That's kind of like when I post something that may be somewhat, I don't know, unsavory or controversial, and someone takes me to task on it or insults me, and my response is always, that's insensitive.
Yeah.
Even if my insensitivity was the spark.
I also apparently missed the opportunity to include the porn in the corn.
Porn in the corn?
Porn in the corn.
Well, that's what it's known for.
Yeah, I know, but it hasn't been opened in years, and the place looks like it's ready to fall down. I don't think it's nobody's going after that. I thought that was in Hatfield.
No,
for
that's
some reason.
Whately.
Yeah,
Whately.
Whately.
Yeah. It's amazing how that whole industry seems to have kind of evaporated a bit. I mean, there's really not. I mean, you're really kind of limited to your choices now.
Honestly, the pandemic really killed that because what happened was all of these sex workers decided, hey, you know what? I can just make money from the comfort of my own home without even having to go slide on a pole at a dirty club.
True.
I can do this right here in my living room, and these dopes will pay me money, and they do, and it's a lucrative business. And that's why all these people have OnlyFans accounts.
But, dudes still like going to bars and looking at the bare bosoms. And you know what? I can't say I blame them. It's terrific entertainment. But now that all the qualified professionals that were working in those clubs are now doing things from home, now you're left with I assume you're probably left with a second tier. Women who probably wouldn't have been hired 6 years ago.
When I was 19, I was invited to a bachelor party at the Tragic Lantern. And, of course, you had to be 21 to get in there. But since I was part of a bachelor party, nobody was really checking IDs when you walked in there. And they had cordoned off the back room for this bachelor party. Yeah, a bunch of dudes sitting around. There's a guy I worked with at a gas station. That's it
This
was
is a highbrow night for him.
Highbrow night for him, seeing all the hot foxes coming out of Palmer that night.
Technically Munson.
And they served pizza. Everybody had pizza.
Uh-huh.
Well, once I started eating the pizza, then the entertainment started. And I'm like eating the piece of pizza and looking at what's in front of me. And I'm like, I can't eat this pizza anymore. It's just, it was, and a big guy like me at the time, I would be able to shove down at least 6 or 7 pieces of squared pizza.
Right.
But not this particular night. There was something about the effervescent odor in the air along with oregano that kind of ruined it for me.
I remember when I first came to town in 95. I was staying at the Ramada, which is now the La Quinta. But it was the Ramada.
Yeah.
And I was looking for apartments, and it took forever for me to find a place. And so I was literally there for like 2.5 weeks. Well, if you're new in town and you're all alone and you're trying to find things to do, you get bored after a while. So I walked into, and this is not the Mardi Gras, but another downtown strip club because I was bored to tears. I had already been in the Hall of Fame. I had already been to Forest Park. I did all these other things. I did everything. Now it's like, okay, I'll just step in here and have a beer.
Yeah.
I accidentally walked in on hysterectomy night.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's always a surprise.
Right. And I also thought that gonorrhea night. I missed it by like one night, and I thought, I didn't even finish the beer before I said, okay, I think I've seen enough here, and I went back to my hotel room and cried in a fetal position.
Did you really?
No, but I promised never to go back in there, and
success. You never did.
Never had to go back in.
Yeah, well, gone are the days of the old,
Yep.
the old.
And then one day it just exploded out of thin air.
I don't have any desire to go to these places.
No,
like
not
I
really.
don't know if that's something that's like a maturity thing, or is it more like that was a thing you didn't do very often, but you did it every once in a while. You'd go out with a group of guys who was drinking, and you'd go to the thing. The best one, and when I say best one, I mean the best of the worst one that I had ever been to was just outside of Ithaca, New York.
Okay.
And upstate New York, or New York State, there's a city, and then everything outside of the city is just farm field.
Sure.
So my buddy, I'm like 21 or 22 years old. He said, "Come on, man, we're gonna go." He lived in Ithaca. We're gonna go to this strip club down the thing. So we drive out, and we're driving for miles and miles, and all of a sudden you see this little twinkly light in the distance. It was a barn that was converted into a strip club.
Classy.
And for some reason, there was all these like Saudi guys in there. Like they had the Sherpas on and
like
all
this is
that.
where they were going in between pilot classes?
It was before 9/11, so I don't know what was going on in there, but it was a 2-drink minimum. There was no alcohol, but the 2 drinks were sodas. So you had to buy 2 sodas, and the guy and he didn't even have like Coke or Diet. It was like Shasta or Tab or something, and he cracks open the 2 tabs for you, and he gives them to you, and then you go in there and you're sitting there, and then the strippers are wearing socks on their feet, and you can see the dirt that is collecting from the stage and the outlying room.
Yes.
And it's just like, I don't know about this place. I'm not sure about any of this.
It's 8:34 on Rock 102. 8:37 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Shop at Jordan's Furniture now, and it could be free. Find out how at jordans.com. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
I don't know. I don't understand these people who don't understand what we're doing as entertainment. A friend of mine just texted me. She's like, "Did you say there was a blizzard coming?" And I go, "No, it was a reenactment of the Groundhog Day thing." Like the 2 DJs. I don't even have the thing in front of me anymore, so it doesn't
come
really
on.
Matter.
There's no blizzard. There's no chapped lips.
Yeah.
Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow.
And then she goes, "Oh, LOL. Does everyone know that?" And I go, "Well, I thought they did, but now you just made me second guess myself. All those people that heard that thing, they probably think there's a blizzard coming this weekend. There's no blizzard coming."
No. But nearly everybody has seen that movie, right?
Apparently not. Or they've seen it and they didn't realize what we're doing.
Oh, my God. What is going on in the
these
world?
people,
My God.
these people. I have no idea what to tell you. This is ridiculous.
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, it's not like this is Groundhog Day was a major blockbuster film.
Yeah.
And a beloved movie that has been shown countless times all around the world.
They want to recreate that movie, but in the perspective of Andie MacDowell's character, as if her day was over and over and over and over again.
I'm not interested in Andie MacDowell's day. Well,
I would.
I would admit, maybe I take that back.
MacDowell is a pretty good-looking lady.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
no kidding.
Well, she still is.
Yeah, no, she definitely is.
She's got to be, what, in her 70s now, probably?
Well, let me take a look. It's just interesting that you might, Andie MacDowell is exactly, and I quote, 67 years old.
67, and she looks great.
Still looks terrific.
Look at her.
Yes, she is terrific.
Yeah, I'd like to see the movie from her perspective.
Well, that would be fine, sure.
All right. Maybe we should actually do some news here.
Why?
I don't know.
For what reason?
The Berkshire County Sheriff's Office is warning the public of an ongoing Facebook marketplace scam. The Sheriff's Office stated that multiple concerned residents have reported that an individual on Facebook Marketplace is claiming they must sell personal items to cover a family member's medical and living expenses. Several accounts have impersonated community members using stolen profile pictures and spoofed phone numbers to appear legitimate. Residents are being warned not to provide financial or personal information on these accounts and to use caution when buying and selling items on Facebook Marketplace. Officials say that when vulnerable individuals such as the elderly shouldn't be notified to prevent falling victim to this scam. I've seen something similar like that. There was like, hey, my uncle died and we're getting rid of all this stuff, and then they got all this thousands of dollars worth of stuff for a fraction of the cost.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you get this brand new zero-turn mower. I know it's a $5,000 value, but I'm giving it away for $400. And people fall for it.
I know.
Because it's like, but listen, if it sounds too good to be true,
It probably is.
it most likely is. So don't get scammed by the fake Facebook marketplacers. If you can't trust anybody on Facebook Marketplace, whom can you trust, Bax?
That's why you're so much safer with a Craigslist.
The Mass State Police are investigating a possible shooting that occurred Sunday evening on I-91 North. The incident was reported near Exit 5 in Springfield. The report of the shooting came in around 4 p.m. Authorities closed portions of the highway to traffic while troopers investigated. Investigators later identified a possible victim who had checked into Mercy Hospital following the report. According to the state police, the injured person has since been treated and released from the hospital. During the initial response, troopers noted it was not immediately clear where the suspect, the victim, or the respective vehicles were located. The investigation comes into the circumstances of the incident is currently ongoing. The police activity resulted in the closure of parts of the highway for nearly 2 hours. All lanes of I-91 were reopened to traffic by about 6 p.m. last night. All facts gathered in this report by journalists employed by WWLP. Artificial intelligence tools were used to reformat information into a news article for our website. This report was edited and fact-checked by WWLP staff before being published. I wonder if that disclaimer was under the Bill Galvin mishap picture yesterday.
It was not. I didn't see that under the Bill Galvin story.
We can't see it now because they already removed the story. They put up a picture saying that Bill Galvin is going to be retiring after 36 years run in the state representative thing.
Right.
But they put up a picture of Bill Galvin.
Well, the headline said that Secretary of the Commonwealth Bill Galvin was not going to seek re-election.
Right. It was
but it wasn't
state
him. State rep Bill Galvin, a totally different guy. Doesn't even look the same.
And it was up for hours. And I wish I had screenshotted some of those comments because they were so good. They were just really, really good. And it's gone. They've taken it down. And I wonder, though, if all the facts in that report were gathered by journalists employed by WWLP. Artificial intelligence tools to reformat information into a news article for the website. The report was edited and probably not fact-checked by WWLP staff before being published.
Yeah. They did retract it. I mean, they did make the correction that...
Did they say we previously misidentified?
Let me...
That's a retraction. A retraction is admitting that you did something wrong and going, okay, this is a mistake. This is what happened. We've mixed up the pictures and the names and the story.
Let me see if I can find it here. Editor's note, revisions were made to clarify that William C. Galvin is the representative of the 6th Norfolk District. William F. Galvin is the Secretary of the Commonwealth and plans to seek re-election. Nowhere in the story does it say anything. No, it doesn't have the AI disclaimer. So this was used by the artificial intelligence of an actual human being.
Oh. Probably Ted Kaczynski, the guy that used to intern here.
No, actually, Ted did not write this.
Oh, I would have.
This is a totally different guy.
Ooh, what was his name?
Sam Drysdale.
Like Mr. Drysdale?
Yes, right.
No. That's my friend from the bank over at our credit union.
Well, maybe Miss Jane Hathaway wrote it in his absence.
Perhaps. Cracker Barrel is serving up a new rule for employees hitting the road. When it comes to meals, the company wants them to stick to its own restaurants because they want to torture their employees.
I mean, even isn't working there bad enough?
In an internal message obtained by the Wall Street Journal, the company said that, quote, employees are expected to dine at a Cracker Barrel store for all or the majority of meals while traveling whenever practical based on location and schedule. The guidance also bars the company from reimbursing alcohol purchases on business trips. Well,
it is so hard for restaurants to find good work to be, good help to begin with. I can't think of a more aggressive way of forcing people into quitting their jobs than being forced to eat at a Cracker Barrel whenever they travel.
Well, I mean, I can see not reimbursing alcohol purchases if you're on a business trip, and that alcohol is a luxury item compared to what you're doing. But
right.
I mean, you shouldn't be barred from only eating at a Cracker Barrel. The guy, the alcohol worker, unless workers pay out of pocket or get pre-approval from the special occasions as far as the alcohol goes. The Independent has contacted the Cracker Barrel for comment. The travel meal policy comes as Cracker Barrel continues efforts to trim expenses amid sagging traffic and revenue growth that has slowed in recent years. Cracker Barrel is also still feeling the effects of its disastrous 2025 rebrand efforts, and now customers are turning their ear towards the changes in the menu. In December, regular diners complained about recent menu changes, including batch-made cookies instead of freshly rolled dough and green beans and sides prepared in ovens rather than a stovetop. Some customers have gone as far as bringing their own maple syrup to the restaurant because they disapprove of the new offerings. You might as well just go somewhere else. If you're going to go to the lengths of bringing your own maple syrup to a Cracker Barrel because you don't like their offerings, then maybe you should. Isn't there not another breakfast place that you can go to that probably has better food?
There has to be someplace else you can go. Although, if you're traveling on the highway and the Cracker Barrel's right off the exit, maybe you don't have as many options, but my God.
Yeah. The backlash against the chain began with a botched rebrand that caused Cracker Barrel to lose $94 million in market value in a single day after the chain unveiled a new logo and branding strategy in August. Here's where the problem lies, in my view. A lot of these places are bought up. You have a successful chain of things. And Cracker Barrel was a successful restaurant for many, many, many years. But when you get bought up by a hedge fund, like the BlackRock Group,
right?
They buy up a lot of these restaurant chains. The problem with that is they might be thinking they see in the dollar signs, but they're not cooks. It's you have to have a combination of both. You have to have somebody who knows what they're doing in food preparation, and you also have to have somebody who knows what they're doing in accounting to make it and coexist equally to make a successful thing.
Right.
You get these hedge funds that buy these places. They know nothing about quality of food. They're just wow, what's the bottom? Why don't we just cut everything and get these places, still making money for us? And then is that what happened to Friendly's? Didn't Friendly's get bought up by some kind of major entity that wasn't even food related?
Yeah, at one point, but I think that is no longer the case. But I think in the case of Cracker Barrel, and this is, I'm not a restaurant guy. I've never owned a restaurant, but here's my thoughts on this. If you own a restaurant and your food is crappy, people will probably stop going.
Yeah, probably.
If the experience of eating at your place is not all that great, people are going to figure it out and not eat there. Rebranding, cutting corners, forcing your employees to eat that crummy food.
How many different...
None of those things are going to help your bottom line.
How many different ways can you serve diarrhea? Isn't it... There's only so many recipes.
Yeah, I know.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast today, it is going to be warm today. Sunny with a high of 30. Tomorrow, even warmer with a high of 31. It is 9 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Hiya.